Sicilian. I'm gonna go with the Italian, I think. I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna push their D pawn. No, they didn't, huh? Interesting. I get the full center. Okay, so they're attacking the pawn, huh? So, what should I do next? I'm thinking just bringing the knight out is probably fine. So I'll just do that. Yes. Okay. Does this do anything? Not right now. Thinking of right, it's like that I can't spend so much time. One of the problems that I've been having lately is I've been losing on time. Not even in positions. And just like something about when I bring out the bishop to defend the pawn. Prepare for castle. Okay. Go ahead and castle now. The king is castled to safety. Alright. Do I care about this? I don't think I have to take that. And I think taking doesn't really help me. So I could pin the knight for one move, which is really annoying for them. And they don't have like a really good response. They can take, and then I can get my knight in. So I think that makes a lot of sense to do. Like, they don't have a good response for that. So I think I'm gonna move my queen to pin the knight. If he takes, then I'll take back with the knight, and then well, the problem is my bishop at some point is going to become undefended. I don't like the idea of pushing. He takes back, and what? I'm thinking about moving the rook, or pinning. So pin, he takes, then it attacks, and I take. Okay, actually I think that's fine, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my queen out. It also defends the pawn. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and take once. If I take once, it attacks his knight. Assuming that he has to take back, then I take. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Or I could put even more pressure on. No, it's too early. It's too early to do that. Alright. So, what I can do is I can redefend, but like there's just not enough on it right now. I could trade once. But the main problem is my bishop is currently undefended. Okay, and and my knight is underdefended. So if he trades, that means... So I think that trading, and then... let's see here. What else can I do? I could just, like, retreat the knight. I don't think retreating the knight is a good idea. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and trade once. Okay, so now the problem is that... Okay, I can actually bring up my knight now, but my queen is gonna get forked on the next move. Well, not necessarily. So if I move the knight and he takes it, okay, I need to make sure that I don't get forked. So I have to move my queen to a square that doesn't get forked. Do I have to do that this move? Okay, so I could push. He takes. What if I sack the bishop and then I move over there? I don't have that because it's guarded. I am a pawn up though, so I could redefend the pawn if he forks, and I could just like move the queen back, over defend the pawn instead. I would like to bring out my knight. If he does that, then I can check, and then I can just like retreat. But if he takes, I take, then he attacks, and I won't be able to defend it any longer. I could try to defend, or I could just like disallow him from ever, but like that's gonna destabilize the knight. But I'll be able to, well, then he'll be able to also counterattack that, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to maintain that for too long. Let's see here. It's the pawn's already got enough defense, but like the problem really is that I'm gonna have to open up the scope of my bishop, but like, and I don't want to like move my queen to a spot where it's gonna get eyed by the rook later on. Oh, and also that's not only gonna fork those two pieces, but it's also gonna. So I can't even like move the queen there. Is there any way to? So if I throw out, and that doesn't work. That will not work for the duration of the rest of the game. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna have no, because like, I'm gonna have to like move my bishop back, I guess. No, because okay, yeah, the bishop's gonna have to like go somewhere. I think moving the queen back, but like the trading moves are not so good. Let's see here. I can counterattack twice, and if he does that, then I can just move the queen back. But like I wanted to keep my piece there. Okay. What if I allow him to go ahead and take it, and then be able to like double up my rooks? So if I do that, and then he attacks, and then move the queen back, and then he takes, and then I take, which attacks the queen. It keeps activity. I would like to get that long file too. So if I bring up the bishop now, allow that to, then I lose the bishop, so that's not so good. Okay. So if I do that, if he does that, what about that? That's actually not so good. So I think moving the queen back might, or I could like defend it for one. No, that's not good. I could just defend it with no, because like I'm gonna get forked. See, my time's gone. The fuck. All right. So I'm gonna have to like, I'm gonna move the queen back. Let's start with that. Yeah, that's what I expected. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. Also, oh, just noticed something. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start with this. Do I want to give him the pawn? Or what else do I have? Takes. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, expect that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Okay, so now I'm thinking about doing that and moving it to the side, or just taking it immediately. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take immediately, and then I have a checks. Go ahead and see. Let's start with. I can bring out the rook. If he blocks the rook, I can check. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. So I'll just like move here, I guess. Keep pressure on it. And then like, I guess I'll just go ahead and do what? Pin for one move? Like, why would I do that? I can check, block. I could also disconnect it for one move. Attack the queen. What does that do? Attack the queen. So check, he blocks, takes, go for a trade. And, okay. What else do I have? I can block it for one move too. Alright, so I'm gonna try this first. It's like I just saw something. Okay, so now I have like this. Just like lately I've been struggling with like time specifically. I wasn't gonna find that. So that was a mistake, or at least a bad move. I didn't want to close up the center immediately, so it did take. Yeah, I suppose that would have been like a decent move too, because the whole problem was like, if the knight moves, my bishop's under attack and needs to be defended, but like I spent so much time here, and then I chose the wrong move. Yeah, found it immediately. Didn't really have time. Didn't like that, huh? And then he did that. And then I found that. Then I found that. Like, it's funny, just like, load time is able to find all that. Completely winning, again, you know? Like, look at this. You know, and I was thinking about trading, but like, I was just like, could have traded, no. Couldn't have pushed on that move anyway. Taken. Depends on what he takes with. Get my bishop out.